We kind of know that depression has a lack of joy in living, lack of energy, wanting to stay in bed and not take care of ourselves, the tendency to think the worst about the situation. So all of those things are things that you might want to be really careful if you start to notice in yourself. And for those things, I think it's really important, again, to turn to your resources.
There's a lot of people that might be living with someone that, could not be doing well. What are some of the signs you should look out? And, what should you do if you notice those signs?
If you notice those signs, please don't be afraid to ask. That's so important. And the difference between somebody who's thinking about hurting themselves and a person who's thinking about dying by suicide are different. And so we need to be really clear about what we're asking.
And what's the way that you would ask?
So I might even normalize it. Like, people are really scared right now. And I can imagine some of those feelings are really overwhelming. And so I'm wondering, are you thinking about dying right now? And that's a really brave question to have to ask. And yet people who are able to hear that question know that that person that's asking is a safe person because they're not afraid to hear the answer.
And do you think that that's important, that, that can make or break a situation if there's even just one person who comes and is like, hey, are you okay?
Absolutely. Like, just to know that we're not alone with our feelings, because sometimes our feelings are parts of ourselves that feel so alone. And so when another person can hear that part of us that's struggling and wounded, that makes those parts feel less alone. I think it's important for people to realize that whatever they're going through, they deserve to be loved. They are worthy of having their needs met, that nothing they did could have prevented where we are right now. I think sometimes in dark times we say dark things to ourselves. And we have to be really, really careful about those voices that we might start to believe. And I just want to put so much positive energy out in the world right now.